Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Mahamantra ki jai, Śrīla Prabhupada ki jai. We welcome all the devotees for this wonderful Mārgasirsha Mangalarati session. And today's session we will be entering into the 23rd Pāsuram. Om Ajnānatimirandasya Jnānāñjana-śalākaya Chakshurunmilitam yena tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadadi Sapadandikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yudapadakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavam Cha Shri Rupam Sagarjatam Sagagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sakitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sagagana Lalita Shri Vishaka Anvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namosute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpadarubhyasya Kripa Sindhubhye Vacha Patidanam Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna. Dear devotees, today we are going to enjoy or relish the wonderful 23rd Pāsuram of Tiruppāvai. So Āndāl Nachiyar has done this Tiruppāvai with lots and lots of Krishna Bhakti and lots of devotion. In addition to that, she has involved all the entire village Kumarikas to get into this wonderful devotional service. So she appeared in the 8th century in the Shivaliputtur, and her father, Periyalvar, is also called as Vishnuchitta. He used to make flower garlands for the local temple, Vatapatrashai. And Āndāl Nachiyar used to wear and look at the mirror, the beauty of that. One day father noticed and he replaced another new garland, and the Lord did not accept. Because of this, her name is also given as Sudi Kodatta Chodarkodi. Even now, whatever the festivals happening in Tirumala, Tirupati and Srirangam, the special garland offered to Āndāl Nachiyar in Shivaliputtur comes to these wonderful occasions, and it is adorning the Lord's beauty. So Āndāl Nachiyar, at the age of 5, she started spreading the message. And interestingly, when we talk about the Pāsurams and all, her deep love for Krishna and her deep devotion in the mood of a Vrindavana. So it is a replica of Vrindavana in Shivaliputtur, and they observe the Pāvai Nonbu, which is similar to that of Katyayani Vrat. And their only goal is to go back to Godhead, as we say always. And Āndāl Nachiyar is telling, we all are the obedient and the wonderful servants of the Lord, and he is the only Natha. And she goes on explaining, in addition to that, she has composed the Nachiyar Tirumuri. It is also again glorification of the Lord. So Āndāl Nachiyar is none other than incarnation of Bhumi Devi. So she and her father are the two of the 12 Alvars in this Śrī Sampradaya. So Āndāl Nachiyar, as she was in deep love, she got married to Lord Ranganatha, and the Lord came down to Shivaliputtur, and he is called as Rangamanar in this Divya Desham. As we say, today's Pāsuram, it's a very, very important Pāsuram in the entire Tiruppāvai, because every Pāsuram is important, but this Pāsuram is glorified more and more, because generally, as I was telling, the Lord has got different posture for giving darshan. One is on the lying posture, Shayana, and the next one is sitting and giving the darshan. The third one is standing and giving the darshan. But here in this, Āndāl Nachiyar is requesting the Lord to come out stylishly like a lion coming out of the den. And in this, she is observing the beauty of the Lord. And many times we have given in the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam also, we have seen it during the Dāmodar Leela. Many of the gopis give a little bit of ghee and make the Lord to walk. Butter and make the Lord to walk. They want to see the Lord's walking. So this way, in this beautiful Pāsuram, she describes the Lord's beauty while he is walking, how glorious and stylish is. So this is also a very important message. In addition to that, here Āndāl Nachiyar is requesting the Lord to approach her. This is very important. So generally we go and approach the Lord, but here she is requesting the Lord. Why? As we are knowing the story of a cat and a kitten and a monkey and a baby monkey. So here the cat and a kitten mode. So let the Lord come and pick us up, Achyuta. So like that it is going on. So before getting into the Pāsuram, let us glorify Āndāl Nachiyar with the Taniyans. I request Nandini Gopalakrishnan Mataji from Coimbatore to recite the Taniyam first. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranams.
Yeah.
Nīlā tungasya nagari tadi suptamudbodhya Krishnam Pārātyam swam sruti sadasira siddha madhya bhayanti Sochishtāyam srajini kalitam ya bhala kritya bhunkte Kodatasya nama idamidam bhuya evastu bhuya அன்னவயர் புதுவை ஆண்டாள் அரங்கற்கு பன்னு திருப்பாவை பல்பதியம் இன்னிசையால் பாடிக் கொடுத்தார் நற்பாமாலை பூமாலை சூடிக் கொடுத்தாலை சொல்லு சூடிக் கொடுத்த சுடற்கொடியே தொல்பாவை பாடி அருளவல்ல பல்வளையாய் நாடி நீ வேங்கடவர்க்கு என்னை விதி என்ற இம்மாற்றம் Nam Kadava Vanname Nalgu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. So, one special request to all the speakers in general, please try to maintain the timings. So, you have to spread for describing the Pāsuram and describing the relevant Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam shloka, which we have already provided for guidance. Thank you. So, now I request Achyut Anjana Kumar from Singapore to recite today's Pāsuram. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, start.
Malai Muranjil Manni Kidandurangum Sīriya Singam Arivutru Tī Vizhithu Mārimalai Muranjil மண்ணி கிடந்துறங்கும் சீரிய சிங்கம் அறிவுற்று தீவிழித்து வேரிமயிர் பொங்க எப்பாடும் பேர்ந்துதறி வேரிமயிர் பொங்க எப்பாடும் பேர்ந்துதறி ஊறி நிமிர்ந்து முழங்கி புறப்பட்டு மூறி நிமிர்ந்து முழங்கி புறப்பட்டு போதருமா போலே நீ பூவை பூவண்ணாவுன் கோயில் நின்றிங்கனே போந்தருளி போதருமா போலே நீ பூவை பூவண்ணாவுன் கோயில் நின்றிங்கனே போந்தருளி கோப்புடைய சீரிய சிங்காசனத்திருந்து யாம் வந்த காரியமாராய்ந்து அருளேலோரம்பாவாய். சீரிய சிங்காசனத்திருந்து யாம் வந்த காரியமாராய்ந்து அருளேலோரம்பாவாய். Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. That is Achyut Anjana Kumar from Singapore, who was reciting or singing the Pāsuram so wonderfully in a Carnatic way. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Vasant Madhav.
Yes, Prabhu, I'm opening the room. Hare Krishna. Yes, Prabhu, you can continue. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Pāsuram first. Mari Malai Mudainchil Mannik Kidandurangum Siriya Singam Arivutru Thivizhithu Veri Mayir Ponga Eppadum Perந்து Udari Muri Nimirந்து Mulangi Purappattu Podaruma Pole Ni Puvai Puvanna உன் கோயில் நின்று இங்கனே போந்தருளிக் கொப்புடைய சீரிய சிங்காசனத்து இருந்து யாம் வந்த காரியம் ஆராய்ந்து அருளேலோர் எம்பாவாய். So let us get into the word by word meaning. Mari, it talks about the rain or the rainy season. Malai, it talks about the hills. Mudainchil means the cave inside the hilly region. Manni means it's a sound sleep with the female line, both male and female line. Kidandu means lying down. Urangum, sleeping. Siriya, Siriya means the glorious or the majestic. Singam, the lion. Arivutru, just understood the rainy season is over. Thi, fire. Vidithu, with both eyes rolling like a fireball. Veri, Mayir Ponga. Veri means it talks about the body of the lion is so much with so much of hair. Mayir means the hair. Ponga means it revolves or it comes out with a fan type swinging. Eppadum, in all direction. Perundu, Perundu means it is shaking its body. Udari means further it is removing all that pain or whatever. It's not pain actually, tiredness. Mori, Mori means then further stretching its body to the front and back and sideways. And Nimirndu, looking up at the sky. Mulangi means it is giving a roaring sound. Purappattu, and it is leaving the cave or the den. Podaruma, as it comes. Pole, like that. Ni, you. Puvai, the wonderful flower of this season. Vanna, your wonderful color of the transcendental body, similar to that of the flower. One, Koyil, your temple, or it can be considered as your the bedroom. Nindru, as you get up. Ingane, in this way. Pondaruli, as you walk towards. Aruli means shower mercy. How to shower the mercy? Kopudaya. Kopu means it talks about the files. And Siriya, again, this Siriya talks about the majestic or the glorious Singhasanam. Asana means seat. Singhasanam means the throne where the Lord sits on. Irundu, by sitting. Yam, we, Vanda, came. Karyam, business or purpose. Araindu, analyze. Arul, shower, mercy. So this way, the word by word meaning goes. Then let us get into the translation first, then we'll look into the analysis of the Pāsuram. After lying still in a mountain cave without any stir for a pretty long rainy season, the valiant lion awakens, directs its furious glances here and there, pricks up the smelling hair, rolls its body on all sides and shakes it violently, stretches himself forward and backward, roars and emerges from the den. Likewise, do you or thou, whose body tint resembles that of a Atasi flower, walk out of your mansion and ascend from your magnificent throne that has unique associations, and then give ear to our humble supplication. Hare Krishna. So let us go into the detailed analysis of the Pāsuram. Mari Malai. Generally, this Mari, as we are looking at it, it's the rain and the rainy season. Even in the Pāsuram earlier also, Āndāl Nachar has told, Mummari Pedde. Mummari means thrice. So the rainfall will be having a regular season, and it will be there for almost 4 months, which we call it as Chaturmas. So generally, the Chaturmas, all the sannyasis do not move out much. For the simple reason is, they do not want any hurt living entity by stamping, because while they walk, they may be stamping on a small ant or anything for that matter, or any worms. So this is the reason they do not move out during the Chaturmas. They stay at one place. They do their intense devotional service. Malai. So when the rain falls, it falls all over. It never leaves one side and gives so much of rain in another place. So it is always spreading all over. So it is also so much of rainfall on the hilly region. And when it is raining so much inside the forest, all the animals will take shelter without going for any collection of food or looking for food. So here, Āndāl Nachar talks about a lion. But one may wonder how Āndāl Nachar is able to describe at the age of 5 as if she has seen a roaring lion coming out of the den. So this is what she is, incarnation of Bhumi Devi, and she knows everything. That's why she is able to describe it so well. So along with her Kumarikas, she is describing this beautiful scene, which one can visualize it, because especially when you bring out a situation and a scene, one must be capable of writing it in words precisely, and one must be able to visualize it as they read it. So Āndāl Nachar has got all the talents, and she is describing so beautifully. So as the rainfall is so much, Murainjil. Murainjil means it's a cave. In Tamil, we say Guhai. Guhai, actually Sanskrit is Guha, right? So, but Murainjil is the right Tamil word according to the literature. So Āndāl Nachar uses the Murainjil. It's a cave. Manni. Manni means it is in a sound sleep, not alone, with its female consort. So the lion, male and female, are both are sleeping, taking ample rest. Kidandu urangum, lying down, sleeping. See, if you look at it, the lion is glorious in any way, whether it is walking, whether it is running, whether it is capturing its prey and whether it is sleeping also. Because any animal or any human being will not go closer to the lion when it is sleeping also. The reason is anytime it can roar and come out. So this is the way the lion, while it is sleeping, Āndāl Nachari explaining, it is also glorious and majestic. So this is a comparison of the Lord. When the Lord is sleeping, he is also glorious and majestic, right? Then Siriya Singam. So Singam means it is the king of the forest. So Siriya, here it talks about the glories, the majesty, and all the prowess it has got. Arivuttu. So it understood rainfall has stopped and it is time to go out for catching its prey. So immediately what happens? It opens its eyes. As it opens its eyes, it's like a red burning fireball. Imagine the lion is always furious, and when it is furious, it will not leave anything. And it is defending also, it is also very furious. Similarly, when it is attacking other animals also, it's furious. So here, Āndāl Nachari is talking about the eyes beauty of the lion. When she is making it, she is making a simile to the Lord's wonderful lotus eyes. Then what does she say? Very Mayir. Because as you see, the male lion will have lots of hair all over the body and especially above the face all around. It will be so much. That alone gives the glorious look or the majestic look. It looks very beautiful and it is very awesome also sometimes when we see that. So this hair ponga, because it is flowing, because what happens? The lion is turning or rotating its head to relieve its laziness, because it was sleeping so long, it is stretching its body. Mayir ponga, eppadum perndudari. Eppadum means in all directions, because generally when the lion shakes its head, it rotates 360 degrees. Like that, it goes all around. Perndu udari. Perndu means it is keeping first two legs, front legs to the front and keeping the back legs further back. So in the process, the body is expanding and stretching so much as we do the yoga, right? Similarly, the body is getting rejuvenated. And when further, what does it say? Udari. Udari means when it is shaking, again, muri nimirundu. So it takes a bend. At that time, what happens? Its entire body, like a bow, it's bending. And further, the next level, what the lion does, it is stretching its body and looking at the sky with its face. Nimirundu. Nimirundu means looking up front on the sky. Murangi. Murangi is the word rightly said here, because in Tamil sometimes we use Singam Garjitad. Garjitad means it's roaring. But actually the right word, Garjanai itself is a Sanskrit derived word. So Āndāl Nachari used the word Murangi. Murangi means, I'll tell you, there is a good example, we can give it also. When there are percussion instruments, when you bang it, the sound comes, that's Murangi. It is heard all around the entire forest. So similarly also, as the lion looking up and making a roaring sound, the entire forest is shaking, including the plants and trees. It is so powerful. That's why it's called as king of forest. Purappattu, then it starts moving. As it here only, we have to understand how Āndāl Nachari describes this Purappattu word itself, how the lion majestically walks. It is elegant when it walks. So as the lion makes its steps 1, 2, 3, automatically all the animals, instantly they come to know the lion has come out. Similarly, as I was telling, so much of hair on the head of the or the neck of the lion, when it is shaking, it creates an aroma. That's what it is explained according to the acharyas. Why? Because it is lying on the floor and it is shaking it, it comes out with so much of sand and other things, and the aroma is coming out of it. So all the animals will be getting a signal. If you look at it, the animals has got to also sensory perception. So when there is a danger, they can understand. And similarly, according to the science, it is explained when the lion moves, all the small animals and other animals who are afraid of, they understand there is a danger coming towards them. Like the kala comes to us, no? So here also, as it was Purapat, it is walking majestically. Again, this is why it is given here. Āndāl Nachar is very clear. She is giving a simile how the Lord walks. This description of the walking can be seen in so many places in the Vrindavana. Because all the gopis, when the Lord was small child, he goes and steals the butter in various houses. Certain gopis purposely stop him and entice him. Oh, I will give you a small ball of butter. Will you do whatever I say? Then the Lord accepts this for small quantity of butter, and for which he does whatever the gopis say. So imagine, he is the Supreme Lord, he is the controller of everything, but interestingly, he is at the behest of the devotees. That's why he says, Aham Bhakta Paradinaha, he Ashwatantra Ivadvija. I am completely bound by the wonderful devotees. So here also you can see how the lion walks. Especially why Āndāl Nachar is choosing this line, why she is describing the walking. Because as I was explaining earlier also, if you look at all the temples, no, the Lord will be having a Shayana posture or lying down posture, and a sitting posture in certain temples, and in standing posture in certain temples, which I explained yesterday. But nobody has seen the beauty or the elegance how the Lord walks. So she wanted to see that, and she is making a request. Again, another point we have to understand is they are going to put up some request to the Lord. That's why here Āndāl Nachar is specifically telling, whatever you lie down in the bed and say, sometimes you can tell untruth also. You can tell lies also. But once you get out of the bed, one cannot tell lies according to the Shastra. So as he walks, they want to see the beauty of the Lord. Any female will automatically would love to see the male member walking majestically. See, here Āndāl Nachar understood, and all the Kumarikas understood, the only Natha is Krishna, and they want to see that Lord in the majestic way. So Āndāl Nachar is comparing the beauty of the lion and its walking. As we move further into the Pāsuram, here she is talking Podaruma pole. Podaru means walking towards pole, like that. Why she is? Because as I told you, here she is requesting the Lord to come and pick us up. This is a very interesting thing. Even if you look at the 16,100 queens who were arrested by the Damanus king, the Lord went there, and on seeing the Lord's prowess and Lord's majestic things and the chivalry, they all instantly thought he should be our Natha. This is the way the Lord got 16,100. And the 8 are the primary queens. So here also Āndāl Nachar is making a supplication. Not only Āndāl Nachar, along with her, all the 5 lakh Kumarikas also similar to that. Then when they are describing such a ferocious animal comparison, but the Lord is not ferocious when it comes to his devotees. So he is surrendering. As we surrender, the Lord surrenders too. Reciprocal. So how they are describing the beauty now further is from a line, instantly they are moving to a most softest, the flower. So this flower is very rare to be seen, and this flower's color is similar to that of the bluish. So it is written here, Attili flowers or something like that, right? It's in English. So this flower's beauty and softness resembles Krishna's beauty. So as she compared all those things for the walking, now she talks about the personal aspects of the Lord. And here she describes the real transcendental beauty, which is very, very soft and very, very beautiful, a flower-like gentle one. Unkoil here it described either from the bedroom or it can be called as the palace. See, if you look at it, Āndāl Nachiyar, first in the 16 to 2021 almost, she is describing the palace belongs to Nanda Baba because he is going to be her father-in-law. So the house belongs to father-in-law till the boy gets married. So that's also can be considered like that. So now, as she has made a supplication to accept them as their wives, now she is telling Unkoil. Then the property transfers from father-in-law to husband. So this is the way it can be considered. So Unkoil, she is telling your bedroom or the palace. Nindru means you stand up because do not sit in the bed. Get up. Nindru. Ingane means in this way. What you have to do now? Pondaruli. This Pondaruli has got a wonderful explanation according to the Acharyas. Because generally we do not know what are the qualifications we possess, though we boast many occasions due to false ego. But here, Āndāl Nachiyar with a humbleness, she talks, we do not know what we possess and how much we have accumulated our karma and all. So that's why she says, Pondaruli. Aruli means show your mercy. And how she says, it is not our. Actually, in Kerala, among the Christians, there used to be a proverb, not on our merit, but upon his what is that word? I forgot that suddenly. So they used to say it's on the Lord's mercy. So here also she is telling there is no merit on us, it's Lord's mercy. So as she say that, Kopudaya. So what we request you, you just sit on the Singgasana and you have to scrutinize all our files. So the description of the Singgasana is also explained here. When the word Syria is given, Syria, it talks about it is bedded with so much of gems and valuable other stones. And again, if you look at it in the real throne of a king in olden days, it will have the face of lion on both sides, and the king will be keeping his hands on that. That's why it's called a Singhasan in Hindi, but in Tamil, Singhasanam. So they are requesting the Lord to come and sit on the Singgasana. So now we can understand why Āndāl Nachiyar and the Kumarikas described the lion and its walking, everything, because this Lord is the king of the Yadavas. He is the lion of the Yadavas. If you look at it, as we go to the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, the Lord appeared in the 7th canto for the wonderful devotee Prahalad. He came as a Narasimha, right? Half lion, half human being. And again, if you look at it, the same Lord incarnated as Narasimha, and the same Lord again gives a wonderful resemblance and the beauty of a lion in the Yadukula. When Lord Ramachandra also appeared, Valmiki describes the beauty of the Lord as he walks. Everywhere where he walks, it is like a lion walking on that. Similarly, if you look at the Tamil literature of the Ramayana, where it Kampa Ramayanam, Here also the author, who is a wonderful devotee, he describes the beauty of the Lord Ramachandra resembling to a lion walking. As we are seeing also here, Āndāl Nachiyar picks up this wonderful example or simile, and as she is telling, the lion or the Lord of the Yadukula, he comes on, sits on the throne. Siriya Singhasanat. Singhasanat means he is sitting on the throne. And after sitting, what he has to do? He has to scrutinize our files. See, generally, it is the supplication of a servant to the boss. What do they say? Please scrutinize our file. Based on that, you reward us. Even in the office, in the corporates also, what they do? Generally, the bosses scrutinize the files of these various employees. Based on their performances, they are given promotions or increment, whatever it is. That is a material aspect. Here, Āndāl Nachiyar, what does she say? Please go through our files and what are the requests and what are the qualifications we possess. Based on that, you can give us your mercy on the request. Interestingly, when we understand from this, there is a wonderful forethought of Āndāl Nachiyar. In this entire Pāsuram, here only she is talking about go through our files. But if you look at it, the surrender or the complete falling down at the feet of the Lord, that comes in the 28th verse. Sittanchirihale vandunnai sevittu. There she surrenders herself fully. And in the 29th Pāsuram, it talks about what are the things offered by the Lord to the devotees. So here, Āndāl Nachiyar talks about Yambanda Karyam. So for what reason we have come here, please go through that. See, when the boss is there and the servant is making a supplication with a submissiveness, supplication comes from the submission. So with a humility, when it is done, automatically, as he scrutinizes Araindu, Arul means shower mercy. So this way, Āndāl Nachiyar is describing this beauty of the Lord. This verse is very much glorified in many of the parts. Actually, this verse is also compared in the Sri Sampradaya to the another one, lion Acharya, who is called as Vedanta Desikar. Similarly, in our Gaudiya Sampradaya also, there is one lion Acharya, who is that? Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Because he also is very strong in the scriptures and the Shastra's knowledge, and he can debate and can defeat anyone. Because Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, when he is sitting on the throne or when he is sitting on Vyasasana, he can completely defeat anyone who argues on the philosophical things. That's why he is called as Lion Acharya, right? So here also, it is mentioned so wonderfully. Āndāl Nachiyar is describing this beauty of the Lord. And finally, as we see that, listening to the Āndāl's request in the previous Pāsuram, the Lord immediately gets up, making the gosa to them and wait for such a long time and started to console them. This is what is your request? Because as he walked towards them, he's asking, what do you want to have? So it is their nature or a host to invite those who are coming as a guest. Here also, the Lord considers all these Kumarikas and Āndāl Nachiyar, they have come at his doorsteps, and it is for him and his duty to receive them well and request them what exactly they want. That's why she says, Araindu. So she is requesting the Lord, and he comes up, and in a dignified way, they are putting up the request. And they are asking the Lord to take over his throne. This is also very important. He is the king, he is the lion king of the entire Yadu dynasty. So this way, there is a wonderful explanation on this purpose, and one can relish it, and we can get into this beautiful verses, which is describing the glorious Narasimha avatar, wherein Bhagavatam describes how the Lord appeared and how he appeared, and everyone is astonished. That is a very interesting thing. Let us get into the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam in this connection, because as this Pāsuram is related to Dev, because it talks about time. No doubt, there are various incarnations of the Lord, and especially when it comes to Narasimha Avatar, everybody takes shelter of Lord Narasimhadev. That's why you always recite Kavacha on a regular basis. So even when the Lord is so furious, he is always merciful to his devotees. Because here he is furious only towards the demons who are envious of him. But we, the devotees, we are always at his lotus feet waiting for. So naturally, as we say in the Bhagavatam also, to pacify the Lord, nobody was ready to do that, because the Lord was so ferocious. Nobody was able to go near, including Brahma, including his eternal servant, Sri Lakshmi Devi. Bhagavatam explains that. And finally, Brahma says only Lord Narasimhadev will be pacified when he came for a specific purpose for his devotee. And he is telling, Brahmaji is requesting Prahlad Maharaj to go and approach the Lord. Okay, so let us get into the shloka which describes Lord's beautiful appearance. This is in the 7th canto, but there are so many verses. I am just picking only one verse which talks about this beautiful description of the Lord. So this is 7, 8, 18. Sasatvam yenam parito vipasyan stambasya madhya anunirjivana nayam mrugo napi naro vichitram. See that verse, so beautiful, because Sanskrit is so simple to understand. Nayam, not an animal. Na api naro, not a human being. Then what the description? Which is astonishing. Right? Further, what did it say? Aho kim etan nir mrigendra. Nir mrigendra. Nir means the no to find the source of the sound. See that sound. What is the sound? Tumultuous. Because Bhagavatam explains, I am not finding time, so I am reducing it. When we read the previous verses, we can look at it. So Garjan, Garjayantam, Gharjayantam, as we recite the Narasimha Kavacha. So the tumultuous sound, that wonderful form of the Lord. What is explained here? Wonderful form of the Lord. Whereas non-devotees or the atheists will be afraid of this form, but a devotee will be always looking for protection of this wonderful form. This is the one. So even in the Śrī Sampradaya, this Lord is also called as Alagiya Singer. Singer means Singam, lion. Alagiya means most beautiful lion. This is how the Sri Vaishnava devotees are worshipping the Lord. Even we also worship the wonderful form of Narasimhadev in the Mayapur, as we have got a wonderful deity of Narasimhadev in the Mayapur Dham. So here, that wonderful form of the Lord, which could not be ascertained, puzzled. This is what I am telling. Every time the atheists or those who are always on the talk of tarka, arguments, those who are having the mental speculations, they will not be able to ascertain who is the Lord. But whereas a devotee who is humble, who is completely meek, always surrender to the Lord, they can easily ascertain the Lord. That's why here it is mentioned, which could not be ascertained to be either a man or a lion. And further, emerged from the pillar in amazement, Hiranyakashipu wondered, what is this creature that is half man, half lion? All his doubts. Here I am. Again, I tell you, when the Lord takes different animal forms also, he remains in the Shuddha Sattva. He is not at all affected by the material gunas. Though the atheists and the other mental speculators talk indirectly or indifferently without understanding properly. They talk so many things. But the Lord remains the Lord wherever he is, which he forms. So wonderful, no doubt about it. Shri Narasimhadev Bhagavan ki. In this connection, I quickly wanted to say one thing. Āndāl Nachiyar is giving an application in a missive way, and he is requested to scrutinize, and according to his desire, she wants the mercy of the Lord. Similarly, we can find out in the Bhagavatam also this wonderful devotee of the Lord. Who is that? Prahalad Maharaj. He is requesting the Lord so nicely. And how he puts it, this is more important. This is important. We have to learn from this, how a pure devotee approaches the Lord for asking things. Yati dasyasi me kaman varam stvam varadarshava kama natam ruham bhavatastu vrunebaram. So the translation goes like this. O my Lord, best of the givers of benediction. That means he is Vardha. He is capable of giving all type of benedictions. Of benediction. If you at all want to bestow, see, this is what Āndāl Nachiyar she ஆராய்ந்து, she says. ஆராய்ந்து means scrutinize, right? If you at all want to bestow a desirable, Āndāl Nachiyar says, which is suitable for us based on our qualification. Yesterday also she was telling, do not open our full eyes and your full mercy, we are not able to take it. We are not that much. This is what humbleness, this is what the real humility. So here also she is telling desirable benediction. Prahlad says desirable benediction upon me. Then I pray from your Lordship that within the core of my heart there be no material desires. So what does he say? No material desires from the heart. Hare Krishna. Grantha Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam ki jai. Jagat Guru Śrīla Prabhupada ki jai. Tiruppāvai ki jai. Āndāl Nachiyar ki jai. So today's host, Prabhu, can you read out the names? Hare Krishna.
Jai Prakash
Jai Prakash Ashar and his good wife and children. For the entire family, the host of today's Mangalārati, we pray to the Lord, and in addition to have Krishna Bhakti, and we have to have good health, thrice the holy name. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare.
Thank you so much, Ashar Prabhu and Mataji. I request Krishna Priya to take over. It's time for you to